survives presentably.
We got our deodorant.
Yes!
We got our combs. We got our bath wash.
Did you check 4 times?
I checked twice. So we'll see what happens when we get to the Airbnb. It's 0 hour, baby. It is Dashcon 2 time. Just got picked up from Caleb. We're headed to Kenny's house. We're gonna meet the rest of the crew there. Then we're gonna head over the bridge and go to the land of Maple Leaf, Canada.
To eat toast.
To eat toast. At Toast.
That's correct.
I also brought donuts. There's the donuts and the sparklers and case charger. All right, see you there. Okay, where's my ice cream sandwich? Hey, Oh, we're in it. We're back, baby. Hey everyone, hot extra hour Zenny here with a surprise con blog. That's right, it's been a minute. The gang went to Dashcon 2, baby. And just in case y'all have no idea what Dashcon is, it's probably one of the most infamous failed cons, right up there with Rainforest 2015 and Las Pegasus Unicon. It was a con organized for the wide range of sub-communities of Tumblr to celebrate all of their fandoms together. It was to be held in Chicago in 2014. A young Tumblr user put out the concept the previous year. The idea of a convention made to give the chance for fan groups and online friends to meet and celebrate their fandoms together was an instant hit. But what started out as a small and simple meetup turned into an over-budgeted, mismanaged disaster due to poor planning, understaffing, and a very dysfunctional leadership. This Tumbler Con turned into a sinking ship by the hour. Special guests canceled, artists left early. The con was a millimeter away from being canceled because they underperformed in attendance and couldn't afford the space. Online trolls attacked the con and spread many of false rumors. Someone pissed in the ball pit? Yes, it's the ball pit con. Okay. That last one actually wasn't true. The piss. No one pissed in the ball pit. But a quick 11 years later, in the year of our Lord 2025, an entirely new staff wanted to rebirth this convention from the ashes like a rising phoenix. Dashcon didn't deserve to go out like this. It's time to make amends and do this right. The people have been asking for it for years. Finally, in a totally different country, a band of mad Canadian lads answered that call. For one single night in the mysterious land of Toronto, Dashcon 2 was reborn.
Oh, brother, this guy's...
Check. I'm in the league. Top priority. Get away from me!
I was expecting to be here a little earlier, so I brought everyone donuts.
It depends on who you get. Because
North York. It is North York.
I've had border guards who fucking interrogate me on my way into Canada and then let me go.
One day is like my
I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They're probably not built like they were back in the day. Alright.
Alright, so we're going to the parking lot that Zenny posted near Toast.
We're going to Toast, but if we can't park in front of Toast, we go.
I mean, we'll probably drive right by it first.
All
right, see you on the other side. Okay, if y'all are just here for Dashcon 2, yes, the con had a ball pit, and it went swimmingly. See what I did there? Click the timestamp right now. And for the real homies that plan to stick around through the whole video, let's get this party started. I brought my old camera. Alright, Kenny's crew's going in. Good luck. We're next. I'm taking bets that I mess something up.
Do not.
I probably will. I'm sure I don't have something. We'll see what happens.
Don't say that.
We made it. Welcome to Canada, baby. How's she going, eh?
So we don't look like terrorists.
We're not terrorists. We're tourists.
Say that.
Yeah, maybe sometimes
how have I been? Well, I'm doing fine now that neither of us get fucked up.
This was mine and pretty much the whole crew's first time going to CA. Now, not counting when I went there in 2nd grade for a school field trip. If I go to the riverfront where I live, I can literally see Canada like off in the distance. I also live like 20 minutes from the border. So it's cool that I finally have a reason to go. Caleb coming in clutch with a random breakfast restaurant. This place got a 10 out of 10 from the whole party. I was surprised that the cinnamon French toast cereal French toast was the best French toast I've ever eaten. And yes, I might cross the border just to go to breakfast at this place again. If you happen to be in Windsor, Ontario, go to Toast. Go to Toast.
Once this room was filled with beers and lovers and darts. I used to be alright at throwing two hands. Smile, touching your shoulder, night out. Almost nothing interrupted our plans. Telling them to one another. Now this bar looks so much smaller.
Wrap them up there. He's flipping us off.
Inside, outside, started to get some money. Get drunk, free love, it's getting a growing story, growing story, growing story, growing story.
How you doing back there?
We're almost there. We're almost there. Are we there yet?
Hi everyone, welcome to our Airbnb. Here I am, Zenny, along with Caleb the cameraman, and our friend Mew. We made it.
Barely.
We made a few stops along the way, and we got stuck in heavy traffic all the way to Toronto. It took about 4.5 hours. Now the other car, Kenny, Nick, Vivi, and Sergio,
And Nick. Oh, you said
Nick again. They somehow made the trip to Toronto like in 2 hours. They didn't stop, they didn't get stuck in traffic, and they're already in the city enjoying all the fine things that Toronto can offer. We're dead inside. Come with me, walk with me, walk with me. We're going outside. This is our wonderful Airbnb. Let's go outside and enjoy some fresh, beautiful Toronto here. Welcome to the backyard. This is where we'll be standing. This is where we'll also be standing. So yeah, that's the outside. Space age table. Well, we don't know what to do because we don't want to drive into Toronto because the traffic's just as bad as it was on the way here. What do we do?
Cry.
What do we do? What do we do? Then we ended up going to downtown Toronto.
So you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star.
Yeah, my baby 一目惚れまた会っちゃったよ目と目友達まとめておごる酒だけでも本当は君目当て悲しい世界エスケープ苦しい世界エスケープ楽しい世界にエスケープ嬉しい世界にエスケープとりあえず最初は DM 次々決まってく予定お酒が入ったらはかどるとお互い人生に挑戦大丈夫君ならいけるっしょ愛を胸に抱いてる僕思い出すナイキの白とか想像してるのは大体未来の子 SF 的妄想癖ロボットじゃない完璧 AI は愛で愛は AI ってみんなも知ってるべきエスケープする with my baby 愛持ち寄りこんな曲メイキンレンチンするより手作りできたってほやほやみたいに誰か当ててくれるスポットライト任せにやるせない
We went to the mall and looked at books at the 2-story library there. That entire mall was pretty huge and crazy. In a good way, that's like we were saying, that's how malls are supposed to be.
So, where the hell is Mew?
Out in the city.
You let her on her own?
We couldn't stop her.
She jumped out of the...
How to draw manga. Or Here for Jesus, Christian Life. The two, you got the devil and the angel right there. This seems more like comic book art. It doesn't seem like manga. Oh, manga and comics. I've been lied to.
Oh yeah, that's a Magic the Gathering. It might be a light, but it's Magic the Gathering.
Thank God. For DFI.
今前ホットケツって強か県内危険まだですってかこれ出したら何言われるとか迷宮入りするまた
I was asking where you went.
Yeah.
Did you leave?
It's a long story, I'll tell you later.
Here we go.
Me too, man.
Lonely girl. That's not the one I meant to grab.
Oh, the cross-dressed is what you wanted.
Yeah. There's
I was wondering why you identified so strongly with that.
had chocolate fruits. Went to stores that were closed or places that didn't even take USD. Did not get pizza from Pizza Pizza because it was a 40-minute wait for a single slice of pepperoni. You're the only guys to have pizza from Pizza Pizza. What do you think?
It's pretty good. I like the crust a lot. Reminds me of Ray's Pizza from New York.
It's not Little Caesars pizza.
Well, I don't like Little Caesars.
Okay.
Little Caesars.
The little food square was super neato, and the Biscoff shake was mwah, chef's kiss.
I was like, not for $12, it better not be. You going to the one up by my place? Or a different one? I don't know. I haven't gone that far. Cheers from Toronto.
Cheers from Toronto. Visit Canadian Times Square. It was really cool standing there just taking in all the light up signs and hecticness of the city, and we felt safer because we're in Canada. After a long, hot, and tiring day, it was time to go back and get some much needed sleeps.
Waves crashing down like emotions I can't comprehend. Questions on my mind like, will I get a message back? Even if I'm on my friends, but I never hear it straight from you. Flashbacks and the eyes, but I'm still in an empty room.
I like the tower.
No one's there.
But little did I know the bed that I picked out was the worst/most uncomfortable bed I have ever slept on. There's like extra firm mattresses. This was beyond firm. I don't even think the devil can concoct a mattress that hard. I had to switch sides like every hour or else my body would start to feel bruised where I was laying. Kenny and Sergio, who slept on the couch and the air mattress, had way better night's sleep than everyone who slept in the beds, if that says anything. Thank you.
Hello, I'm half dead.
So walking up a parking garage ramp. We don't know how to get back to the parking garage. We don't know what we're doing.
I already started recording, so.
Oh, well there.
Holy shit! SLENDERMAN!
It's Dashcon 2 day. To the ball pits!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Alright, who wants to go to the ball pit with me? The glasses on and say it.
I've been
I don't care if I go blind. I don't need to see the price tag.
You heard the man. Let's go to Dashcon 2 after we get breakfast from a authentic Tim Hortons.
It's time to visit a real Tim Hortons, a real Canadian Tim Hortons. None of this fake stuff from Detroit. That's not real Tim Hortons. This is.
Hockey stick
Yeah, see, there's even twigs.
And a Canadian Karen who mumbled something as me and Kay were standing behind her. She like turned around and looked us directly in the eyes like out of nowhere. This place is always like this. I don't want to wait 30 minutes to get my coffee. So I was a little skeptical about Dashcon 2's venue choice, which was the Canadian Cultural the Japanese Canadian Cultural Century. It wasn't very big. It had a few panel rooms and spaces for attendees to roam. It's essentially a museum. So I was definitely curious on how it would end up being and if there was parking for enough people. Homestuckers, okay, we're in the right place. It's a good thing the staff limited ticket sales to 500 because they have a little experience running small events, but never like a full convention like this. So I'm glad they kept things super simple and didn't go overboard, like how the original did. We were immediately met by a giant inflatable arena. It was for guests of the con to duel it out, but it was also where Strange Aeons and the Muppet Joker were to settle their rivalry, with Bloodsport to the death. More on that to come, because we have a ball pit to dip our toes in right now. And we also signed the waiver not to pee in the ball pit or else we'd be fined $2,000. I think we got to it just in time before the center really started to fill to the max. The staff was dressed as ball pit lifeguards. They stole my idea. I made Kenny go as that. But I guess great minds think alike, so props to the crew. So one of my all-time favorite images from the original Dashcon is the Slenderman at the ball pit. I really wanted to pay homage to the OG. That mask has zero visibility and is hotter than the sun to wear, so big respects to the original Slender from Dashcon 1. Since the ball pit is just an inflatable pool, I thought it'd be funny to give Slender a pair of flippers and a snorkel. Probably spend way too much time in the vendors hall and too much money because man, I love frogs. Every artist there was incredible. It was wonderful getting time to browse everyone's art and even chat. I got way too much stuff to show off individually. I got stickers, some amazing prints, frogs. So I had this like silly idea way back when to buy a few birthday party hats and like hand them out to people at the con since it was like technically Dashcon's 11th birthday. I bought them, brought them with me, had second thoughts like this is dumb. Who would want a cheap birthday hat from a stranger dressed as Slenderman? Do I even really want to carry these things around? When am I even going to find time to give these out? And to who? I was literally dangling these things over the trash can in the Airbnb before we left for the con. Then I ended up bringing them with me. I noticed a small line forming in the room we were in, and I look over and Strange Aeons was just standing there taking pics with people. I guess she was just walking around the con early in the day and people kept coming up asking for pictures, so like the crew just kind of like formed the line. So I mean like of course, we got to get a pic with her. I've been a big fan of her channel for a little while now. She deep dives on 2000s internet cringe culture, that's so me, internet oddities, and of course, Tumblr. So what's not to love? Since she was being nice and like not like charging people for pictures or anything, I paid her in creepypasta stickers that I bought, and I was like, here, have one of these dumb party hats for the hell of it. I told her she didn't have to wear it, and for the entirety of the con, she wore the party hat. And that's the only validation I needed for not throwing those damn things out.
Someone gave me a party hat at some point. I'm sorry, I don't remember who you were. For the first while, I was wearing it just because I forgot it was on my head, but I soon got quite attached to my party hat.
Ball pit, ball pit.
Throughout the con, I would randomly see some of the people that I gave the hats to just like walking around the con with it still on. So I guess everyone did love them. They were really cute party hats, I gotta say. My original idea, what made me buy them in the first place, was to have SLENDERMAN wear one for a picture. For some reason, I thought SLENDERMAN and a birthday hat would look funny, but I totally forgot to do that. But it was great getting to stop and chat with Strange for like a second before her panel started.
The world felt bigger than my stupid school, and it wasn't. If you are in it for the good, honest sport of fucking around and finding out, then I believe in you. Because that is what motivates me 90% of the time. What happens if I click on this URL? Oh my god, that blog still exists. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Got any questions?
Now it was time for the duel. A long and heated rivalry between Strange Aeons and the Muppet Joker was finally coming to a boiling point. They have been at each other's throats for endless days.
You will taste my blade and my hooves, I mean feet, for when I kick you into orbit. I accept your ball pit duel.
Hurling insults and threats towards each other from dusk to dawn.
I hate emos! I hate Tumblr!
Slowly involving helpless citizens caught in the crossfire. Sides had to be chosen. Were you for the Croaker or were you Team Aeons? There is only one way to end this needless violence.
You will be vanquished easily by my sword. Scared yet? I will stop at nothing to destroy you, and every sick fuck who ever laughed at me in those YouTubes of yours. I will defeat you at
with more violence. Nah, they just bopped each other with big foam pool noodles in an inflatable jousting ring.
Alright everybody, listen up, we're gonna have a nice clean match of blood sports today.
The Muppet Joker is a Tumblr user. Somehow they began taunting each other and it turned into an all-out war between them. Since they were both invited to be guests at the con, the staff thought it'd be fun to have them duel. I love how they made it into a whole event where you could even buy pins to show your support for your favorite warrior / creator. I actually bought a pin like well after the duel, and I only support winners in this household. Croaker, I hardly know her.
Do you have anything to say?
Hey everyone, thank you for coming to Dashcon Two!
Remember the original Dashcon founder I mentioned a while ago? Well, she's a guest of honor at this con.
My name is Lachlan O'Neill, that's my full government name. I go by Nessie, you can call me either. Nessie is short for Lachlan, like the Loch Ness Monster. I was nicknamed after the Loch Ness Monster. So you guys probably more importantly know me as, oh yeah, I have some pretty sick nasty transitions. I'm the person who created Dashcon, the original Dashcon. Was my idea. It was not supposed to look like that, but yes, that was me, 17 years old, and now like 11 years later, I am somebody who kisses raccoons in the mouth.
She's here to teach us about raccoon wellness and rabies pride.
Okay, what is rabies pride? Rabies pride is a movement created by and for autistic trans people who are often treated by society like they are the equivalent of a rabid animal. Rabies pride is a real movement. It is not the same as rabiosexuals.
This is pretty much the first time Lachlan has been in the spotlight since the whole original Dashcon debacle drove her to kind of shut everything down and go into hiding. Among other big life changes that came her way when she was just a young teen. She didn't skip a beat though. It's like she never stopped attending cons. She absolutely killed her panel. Everyone was so excited for her. It genuinely looked that like she was having a blast the whole time at the con.
This is my only one fact that is made up, because obviously animals cannot have autism. Autism is purely rooted in humans and human social, all that. But raccoons have a lot of traits that I find as an autistic person comforting. And there's also like a recent
She definitely had like an emotional trip, you could tell by the end of the con. Someone that was actually also really happy to see Lachlan was our friend Kay. We didn't believe her, but they were actually friends back in the day where they used to live. They met through Homestuck, funny enough. They used to plan meetups together back in the day. Shortly after Dashcon, she had some family issues and had to move away with her father. Kay completely lost touch with her after that, so this was their first time meeting again in 11 years. They were talking about like old friends and stuff. I had no idea what was going on, but I was happy for them.
What is this?
Because they're beautiful. Only the best Tumbler sexy man. We got the Onceler. Got Reagan. Is that the warden from Super Jail?
Just gonna stare into the distance.
Yes, therapist on me.
Keep looking. Keep looking.
Set the heaven, but the city loop lock the doors. Don't you know? Can't you tell? I own this whole line and I only 12. I'm the one that put the cush in your board, Chappelle. The older boy that made a bitch out of Cardinal Bell. Come on, the copper set, the warrant, come arrest me. Like Chopper made, I'll drop ya if you test me. Bon Scott had sex with Nat back in the 70s and I'm the air true to the throne.
Thank you, ball pit lifeguard.
Why are you power dancing?
Hey, you're kind of like Morpheus, and are you sure that's not a rock band t-shirt?
It is, though. It is. Did I tell you the story of like why Scott has a rock band besides that?
That's actual from rock band.
Well, yeah, but that I'll tell you.
Okay.
Drinking Monster, my phone background is a porn star. Keep your distance because I warned ya. Just like my mum tried, fucking abort ya. I got a vape in my pocket and I'm rocking the shades. Gatorade, bottle bong, tripping up every day. Come along, Diddy Kong, and I will show you the way. We're dropping out at year 10 and going into the trade. Selling pingers on the side, $20.
The Dashcon Two Furby. I think one of the ones I gave you says ball pit Furby on it.
Okay, ball pit Furby.
Yeah, something like that. The other one says fluent and Furby.
Put your hands up for the dank one, because I'm out here making bank, son. Like Scotty T did.
With your fangs in there.
Sing it out, kid. Station ride. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Don't roll with that. I'm a station ride. You know it all goes down when we get on the line.
I like terrifying.
I didn't see one, so it was fine.
This is just a video. Feel free to wave and have fun.
I'm having so much fun. Wow.
My ball is in my bag.
It seemed like the day was going on for so long. We were all worn out from the heat and the day prior parading around downtown Toronto, and thank God it was time for the closing ceremonies.
I'm just going to speak from the heart. I don't have a script for this. I love attention, and that's it, from the heart. I love attention.
The con chairs spoke about how much it meant to them that we all sold out the con within like the first 30 minutes the badges went up, and just how much work and love went into hosting this event. The crowd started chanting ball pit when our ball pit queen made her grand entrance. She got tonight's strange aeons.
We are all your subjects in one way or another, knighted or not knighted. So I just want to say to you, Lachlan O'Neill, that I have the honor to be your obedient servant, Scott Miller. Kneel to me, and if anyone else wants to join me in kneeling for our queen, you are more than welcome.
But her knighting was cut short when Jiren J. Zhao showed up with a pool noodle dressed as like a dead Robespierre and tried to cut Lachlan's head off.
Here, what are you doing here?
That's my binder. That wasn't Thomas, that was mine. That was the breakdown.
We finished off the night by all collectively singing "We Are the Champions."
No time for losers, 'cause
Then they sent us off with a caramel dance and group dance. It was beyond amazing. I've always wanted to be in a giant caramel dance and dance mob. The closest I got was during my 2000s anime convention panel when I forced everyone to do it with me. On the whole, we all had a fantastic time at the convention, except for Nick. He had to tap out early. It was both overwhelming and chill at the same time. We didn't have to see and do everything. We missed the cosplay competition and drag show, sadly. The venue was beautiful. There were so many amazing cosplays. Everyone donned old school cosplay from the era, too. Of course, there were a bunch of homestuckers, super hulocks, MLPs, lots of cosplays of the ball pit itself, all the Tumbler sexy men walking around. I've seen a few Ebony Darkness, Dementia Raven Ways. Some people even did like deep dives that I didn't know, like, do you love the colors of the sky?
So I'm assuming Lachlan's getting her PhD now. Probably. But I think she said she's getting quite college. Yeah. Probably getting her PhD.
I feel like he's a Tumblr boy.
Yeah, he's a Tumblr boy.
I gotta donate the Tumblr, not Tumblr, fucking creepypasta sexy boys. Let's get a creepypasta boy. There we go.
Someone dropped family Somebody grew Herb's dad.
Somebody do sexy chill shot. So who drew this guy right here?
Who? I.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't see that before. Yeah, I made those two. I made the padlock one, and then I made the Joe side.
We weren't completely satisfied with our first trip downtown, so we got up as early as our bodies would let us and headed back into the madness for some casual walking around.
There it is! Yeah, it's right there. That's where they hung it. It's right there.
Where the Club Monaco sign is?
Yeah, like
yeah,
it was right next to the Club Monaco sign.
Is the Rivoli your guys' version of the Kingdom Hearts original parking lot?
Yes.
Dual wheel! Oh my god, what the heck? That's wild. There's a lot going on the back of this like road sign.
Anyways.
Radiohead
Kid Dracula. So no one really cares or knows what we're talking about, but me and Kay found the Rivoli. We found the Rivoli. We've been trying to get a gig here for years. Since like 2007, we've been trying to get a gig at the Rivoli. They won't let us in. We're banned from it. We're blacklisted from the Rivoli. But we found it, boys.
Going in?
We found the Rivoli. No, we're not going in. Are those shirts for sale?
Look at the shirts. Yes. Yeah, they're all right here. Let me get them. Sorry, we literally just opened.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Some 41 over there.
Some 41.
There's Avril from she's from Napoli.
That's cool.
Sadly and strangely, the goth clothing store didn't allow cameras. Totally almost bought me a pair of Death Note trip pants though. Found a neat rock store and had myself like an uncut gems moment with a big slab of labradorite. Then bought that big slab of labradorite. Poor Caleb, he did a ton of planning to do a Scott pilgrimage. Basically a tour to go see all the locations and buildings from the Scott Pilgrim movie and comics. But with all the chaos, it made it way too difficult to visit those places both Friday and Sunday. Shockingly and randomly, one of the spots, the Cameron House, was down the street from us, so we at least got to take one place off the checklist. Vivi got to go to a textile shop and buy some stuff, and a Lolita dress shop in the middle of another big Chinese liminal mall.
Don't feel small. Why not? So small.
Doll Funeral definitely lived up to its name. It was pretty neat, not gonna lie.
Maybe not. Really? Okay, that's a compliment. I wasn't thinking that. When we were in King's Textiles,
We're doing it again. They can't stop us.
breaking the law.
We're breaking the law again. We're parking garage's worst enemy. It's a Texas plate too. We all pledge allegiance to the swag.
I was trying to get it too.
Other than the awkward interaction with the US border crossing guard who refused to look at us, like during most of his questions, then asking Caleb why Ohio plate when he was trying to find out why Caleb was from Ohio, I guess. At least no one was detained. My first trip to Canada and first time attending Dashcon went incredibly well. Got to share a lot of great moments with my friends, met some delightful people. Turns out if you just sit at a table at Dashcon, people will just come up to you one after another and give you free stuff like a ball from the ball pit. The person having everyone sign their Dashcon t-shirt was really smart to do that. That's such an amazing time capsule. I got to see a location from one of my all-time favorite TV shows. Please, I'm begging you, watch Nirvana the band, The Show. Please, it is so good. They also made the Blackberry movie, and they got Sungwon Cho to be in it. I got some killer raccoons from a certain raccoon enthusiast. This one's holding a margarita. We also got to visit the raccoon diabetes capital of the world. Shout outs. Despite the con being small and scaled down, everyone who attended had a great time. Artists did fairly well considering the con was only a one-day con. The special guests were a pivotal key to keeping the hype going during the con. Also, word on the street, Swell Entertainment was there too. but maybe in secret spy mode, I guess. If anyone saw her during the con, please confirm. Nowadays, some of the biggest cons like San Diego Comic-Con or Anime Expo are mainly for big industries to make bank off of us marks. They're sponsored by big companies like Crunchyroll or Idaho Potatoes. They just don't share the same vibe and feelings as small community-driven cons like this do. For essentially a first-year convention riding the coattails of another one-year defunct con, everyone was sharing the same wavelengths here. We understood the assignment and even did the extra credit. Everyone showed up to support one another and make sure just not our own time was enjoyable, but the rest of the attendees as well. This con really meant something different for everyone there. Either they were a first-timer and wanted to see what a con of this caliber was like. Someone like me who caught the very, very tail end of the golden age of cons before they started to shift into what they are now and wanted to relive those established trends in full. Did I mention caramel dancing? It's like very rare for like a mob to break out to that song anymore. SMH. Or you just wanted to propose at the con, which happened more than once. Or someone like Kay who didn't get to attend the original Dashcon because her parents didn't want her roaming around Chicago as a young broke 16-year-old. Or the real OGs that were there at Ground Zero and wanted to stew in that unbreakable bond they formed some 11 years ago. So when Dashcon 2 was originally announced, our friends Vivi and Kay were extremely excited. They really wanted to attend this one. It kind of started off semi-jokingly, but you can tell they were serious about it. And knowing me how I love old stuff like that, it's like, yeah, okay, fuck yeah, let's do it. I was still like stupidly skeptical about it. It's taking place in Canada, not Chicago. No one's gonna come to this thing. Maybe like 40 people. I didn't think it was gonna fail or anything. It's just, I don't know, it seemed niche. Like, who wants to go to a totally separate Dashcon 2? And well, damn, I was wrong. Tickets sold out in 30 minutes. We crashed the site. Shoutouts to Kenny for like securing all our badges like at like 8 o'clock in the morning for us and fighting the site crashing multiple times. I think our ball pit queen described the overall goals of this con and just what made it so special compared to all the others just so perfectly. So I'm gonna let our homie and raccoon expert Lachlan close out this video.
But most importantly, the vibes at Dashcon 2 were immaculate. There was such a feeling of safety and love and genuine enthusiasm that I have not felt at a con in like a decade. I was not afraid to act cringe. I was not afraid that somebody was going to film me being weird and post it in a hateful manner online. People were role-playing in character, like cosplaying for real. But yes, Dashcon 2 was remarkable and amazing and everything I wanted the first Dashcon to be. It was cathartic. I got to make new friends, see old friends, spread the good news of raccoon health and welfare. And God, I hope they do another one.
How can you see where it's going with this?
Thank you so much for watching. I'll have pics from the con uploaded to my Instagram. Comment if you attended DC2, tried to make it and couldn't get in. Much love. You guys are the very best. I'll see you next time. What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers?
everybody got everything. We're good to go. No items left behind. All right, there is one thing that I need to get before we leave.
Yeah.
Mona Lisa?
Somebody, I need to figure out how to steal Mona Lisa.
Can I stop?
Yeah.
Okay.